Hey guys, what's up? Shane38 here, and today I have something pretty awesome for you guys, and that is power-ups in Minecraft. Now you might not know exactly what I mean by that, so let me show you. If I press this button right here, I'm going to get the Mystical Sword. Now, it says Mystical Sword. When glowing, press Q to activate a special power-up. So, if I hit him or hit this player right now, it's not going to do anything. It's going to damage him a little bit, but that's about it. When I press Q, you're going to see I am encased by fire, and I get strength 1, or strength 2, sorry, and resistance. Now when I hit him, there's a lot more damage to him, and I actually want to avoid killing him, so I'm going to not do that. And as you can see, if I drop the sword now, it just doesn't really do anything, it just stays there. And it takes 60 seconds before I will be able to use that power up again. So let's go on to the next one. This one's the Lightning Sword. Now, when glowing, press Q to smite all nearby opponents. Also, you take note that it says Shane38 has activated the power-up. Now, this will work for anyone's name, or anyone who has activated the power-up, but since, you know, my character's name is Shane38, it says my name. So, now if I press Q, if he's in a 10-block radius, he will be struck by lightning. And then I can, you know, just hit him or do whatever. And I should probably get him out of that fire. And let me actually heal everybody. Oh, and there we go. Power up ready for use. My first power up is now ready again. And he's going to die. So, yeah, I didn't have time to save him. But luckily, I have a plan for that. I can just go over here and then press this. And he just TPs to me, and he automatically gets armored up. So, it's pretty cool. Let's go into the last one. The Venomous Sword. Now, when glowing, press Q to acquire the potency of a Viper. And right now it says +6 attack damage, if you can see that on the bottom right there. Now, if I hit him, it's like so. No, it's going to attack, or it's going to hurt him a little bit. Not going to do too much, but now if I press Q, you can see all the thingy. And now if I hit him, it actually poisons him. And it also gives me +8.5 attack damage. And once again, if I drop it, it does nothing. And the poison effect will only work for, I believe it's 15 seconds. So if I wait a little bit, and I now hit him, it actually won't poison him at all, even though the power-up has not regenerated, because just like the potion effects, it will only work for the first 15 seconds using the power-up. And now I have to wait to get it back, and it's worth showing that if I put the item in a chest, for instance, it's out of my inventory, and then the 60-second mark happens, and at that point it's supposed to actually give me my sword back. So what's going to happen? Well, I'll show you in just a second. And to pass the time, I'm going to just smite him. and hit him. Oh god. Yeah, he's going to die. Okay. Let me get all this stuff. Alright, so now it should be about ready. So what happens if I put this back in my inventory? Immediately it says power up ready for use, because it's been waiting that entire time. And if now I can now use it. Once again it says, you know, I've activated the power up. Now, what do the command blocks look like? Well, they're all over here. Now you may be saying, or some of you guys might be saying, this is a lot. Some, this doesn't look like much. There's so many because it's 100% multiplayer friendly, and it's a little bit hard to do. But let me just quickly go over the command blocks. This one's simply a fill command, and there's actually only one command block under there, and that just fills it back up. So the command blocks on top are basically the only ones that do anything, because there's none under it. So the first one will give a score of P1 to any item, which is this exact item that's on the ground. And keep note, this is for the first power-up. This is for the Mystical Sword power-up. Then it will execute at that item and set one person in a radius of 2, so that's you, to have a PP score of 1. It will then kill that item, and after that it will execute at you and affect you with 5, which is strength, for 16 seconds. And then the 1 just makes it a strength 2. And this one just gives you the resistance effect. This one will play the particle flames around you. This one will, it's just a long Telraw. I don't actually need an execute there. I probably shouldn't have put it. This just says who activated the power-up and what they've activated. This one will set anyone with a score of PP minimum 1 to have a score of SP 0. Keep that in mind, the 0 is important. And then this one will just give you an item, so it looks like you haven't even lost the item. And it'll just give you the item, but it won't be glowing. Now this one resets anyone who has a PP score of 1. It just resets their PP score. This one adds SP 1 to anyone who has an SP score of minimum 0. So then this executes to anyone with an SP score of 1,200. Now there's 20 ticks in a second of Minecraft, so if you just do 20 times 60, you get 1,200, which is why this it goes for 60 seconds before activating all this. So this sets your item score to 0. This will then set your item score to 1 if you have a minimum item score of 0 and you have that item in your inventory, the one that was given to you previously by the command block right here. Yeah. But if you don't have it, it's not going to give you anything. Now, what this will do is it'll clear anyone with an SP score of 1,200 and a minimum item score of 1. It'll get rid of the iron sword, and this will just give it right back with an enchantment. Now, it's worth mentioning that the enchantment doesn't show the enchantment because it's an enchantment that isn't in the game. ID 1 level 1 is fire protection 1, but since I left out the curly brackets right here, it actually doesn't show up, and it's an enchantment that you cannot legitly get in the game. So that's why it closed. There's no hide flags on. And then this will just give you a title of nothing. Then this will give you the title of Power Up Ready. This will then reset your item score if, and only if, you have an item score of minimum 1. This will then set your reset your SP score. Then this will set your item score if you have an item, this will set your score of SP to 1,200 if you have an item score of minimum 1. Now, let me quickly go over, why this works. Okay, so if you have, this sets your item score to 0. Now this will set your item score to 1, but only if you have an item score of 0. So if you don't have that item in your inventory, your item score will remain at 0. So none of these will activate except for these, which just reset your stuff. This one won't reset your item because you actually don't have an item score minimum 1. So right when you do, when you do get it, it will set your SP to 1,200. Then this will run and it'll just give you your item back. That's why if you lose your item, it will act like it normally, your time came back and you got the item. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm not going to show these two because you should got the main idea from this first one. Then you can just expand on that. There's actually a lot of scoreboards that went into this. If I list the objectives, you can see there's a bunch of objectives here. Yeah, that's basically it. I have much more to show you guys, so thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Alright, see you later.